called me baby, Tyrone Sanders.
Thank you, Mrs. President. Fellow Toastmasters, have you ever been called by that special name? That special name that just melts your heart. It began for me when I was real small, and I was being cantankerous, and I was in kindergarten. And they were trying to get me to eat my vegetables. And I wouldn't do it. I was putting up a fight. I was knocking over plates and kicking over chairs. And then finally Miss Lasker, she came over there and she hugged me. And she said, "You gonna eat your vegetables for me, baby?" I ate those Brussels sprouts like they were ice cream. It was sparks coming off of my plate. I was eating so fast. Because she called me baby. She might have been married. She might have been older. But I wanted me some Miss Lasker. Now I know, I was only 6, maybe even 5 3/4. But I wanted me some Miss Lasker. And so it went through that. Anytime I wanted to, they wanted me to go to sleep. They wanted me to be quiet. They'd ask a couple of times, and they go get Miss Lasker. "You gonna go to sleep for me, baby?" And as soon as she do it, I passed smooth out, just like I had taken a gallon of NyQuil. When I moved up and got a little older, tried to date this girl named Marsha. Marsha. But Marsha couldn't see that well, because she never could see that I was the man for her. I tried everything I could. I wrote notes. I gave her options. Yes, no, maybe. She never even returned the mail. I remember one time I asked, could I carry her books? She said, "Yeah, you can carry my books, baby." I got so happy. She handed me her books, and then her and her boyfriend walked in front of me. I tried to show off to her when I was riding my bicycle, but the wheel came off while I was in mid-air. And as I come crashing down, I saw her face. Didn't even pay attention to me. And as I crashed to the ground and the bike flipped over on top of me, and I was laying there with the bike leaning on me and the back tire swirling around and the other tire rolling down the street, she stepped over me. "Better get that tire fixed, baby." I said, "Oh, well, at least she called me baby." And I was quite happy with that. And I tried some other things to get her to notice me, and I did everything but join the pep squad to get her to notice me. She never noticed me. But all I could think about is that time when she called me baby. But then I met this one girl, and she said, "Hey, I'm in cosmetology school and I need to practice. Can I do something with your hair, baby?" "Yeah, go ahead." So she began to put these finger waves in it. Finger waves require a lot of gel. That's what it's called. And it works fine when it's in there and you get under the hair dryer like the women do, and you let it harden and it holds it, but you don't turn around and go play basketball after that, of which I did. And I went and played, and the gym was hot and there was no air, and the gel began to melt. And I had brown stuff running all down my face as I was sweating. And I couldn't see it, but others were seeing. And the guys were really laughing at me because my hair was beginning to come down, and you had to get it blown out or relaxed so it was straight. But then she put the waves in, but as the wax began to melt and the stuff came down my face, the folks were laughing at me. And I got back to our house and I said, "Hey, them guys were laughing at me. What you do to me?" And she said, "Well, I gotta put them back in." I was like, "No." And I put up a fight, and I was stern and I was mad because I had been laughed at all day. And she said, "You're not gonna let me do your hair, baby?" Back under the dryer I was. Then she wanted to do some other things to it. She was like, well, maybe we can just relax it. And so a little while ago, we relaxed it. And it did not stay relaxed. It was relaxed for a little bit. And then it kind of got too relaxed. And now my hair was all straight and just hanging all down. And they were making up things like it was fried, dyed, and laid to the side. But that wasn't the look we was going for. And so I said, I'm not going to ever let you do my hair again. Ever. And she came back to me. It wasn't a couple of weeks later. Sad eyes. What's wrong with you? I would ask her. I'm going to probably flunk this test tomorrow because I don't have anybody to practice on. Unless I could practice on you, baby. Back up under the combs I went, and I allowed her to work on my again. So I tell my sons now, watch out for when people come up to you and they say that magic word to you. Because it'll have you getting your hair done, or it'll have people stepping over you when you fall, or it'll have you eating some of the most awfulest vegetables. This is coming to a short.